Hey guys, it's Bub here, and this is iOS 15. iOS 15 was released today at Apple's WWDC conference, so we'll be trying it hands-on and seeing what exactly is new in this new version of iOS. Starting off, one thing that really shocked everyone at WWDC was the support for the iPhone 6s. Yes, iOS 15 still supports the iPhone 6s. No one really expected this phone to still be supported considering the fact that it is now 6 years old. Another new change in iOS 15 are the notifications. Notifications have a new look that includes contact photos and larger app icons, which is supposed to make it easier to identify what app you're getting a notification from. In the morning, there's also a notification summary, which shows a set of daily notifications and prioritizes the ones that are most important to you. There's now a focus mode in iOS 15, which allows you to select a certain scenario, and it allows you to get more work done or enjoy a distraction-free dinner. Your status, which is whatever you pick in the focus menu, will be displayed in messages for other people, so other people will know, hey, this person is trying to not get notifications. In Apple's Health app, there's new ways to share data with loved ones and even a healthcare team. The Health app automatically analyzes trends to understand changes in your health, which is kind of cool but kind of scary at the same time considering the amount of data that this needs to happen. In Apple Maps, there is an all-new city experience which has more details and 3D landmarks. So here we can see the Golden Gate Bridge, and truly you can see how 3D it is and how incredible it looks compared to what we saw before. More details includes turn lanes, bike lanes, and even crosswalks. You can see all of those in the actual Apple Maps app. When you're walking, there is now immersive walking instructions, which really shows you where everything is, and this is of course powered through augmented reality. There's public transit integration, which shows nearby stations and transit times. So overall, big changes to the Apple Maps app. Spotlight Search has also gotten an update. It can now show more in-depth searches, show photos, contacts, things similar to that. So it's really more helpful than it was before. Safari has also gotten an update. There is a new tab bar design which really maximizes screen space. As you can see, the tab bar is on the bottom. There are tab groups, which I personally hated this feature when it came to Android, so it's done a little bit different, but I still don't necessarily like it. There's also a voice search that was finally added in the Safari, so when you speak into the phone, it automatically searches for you. And finally, there's extensions built into iOS's Safari. These extensions are exactly the same as the ones that came on the macOS Safari. However, I really couldn't figure out a way to get them to work. I'm not sure if they're not implemented yet or if they're glitching. I couldn't find an extension store or any way to add them. However, they should be in this little menu that pops up. I'm not entirely sure how this works. iOS 15 also has live text, which according to Apple, it unlocks rich and useful information and images, so you can easily make a call, send an email, or look up directions with text highlighted in a photo. This works directly native in the camera app, and it supports live text translation like Google Translate. I couldn't figure out how to get live text to work, so this was just me browsing through a few articles. I really couldn't figure out a way to get it to work. I'm not sure if it's implemented yet, because sometimes Apple announces features and they're not really there yet. Apple has also introduced visual lookup, where you can learn more about the objects in photos. It highlights objects and recognizes scenes in that object. However, I couldn't get it to work. Again, this must not be implemented or I'm using it wrong. I tried to identify this type of flower, however, it showed nothing. Android has had this feature in Google Assistant for a while, so it's really nice to see it brought to iOS. Links and images shared in messages are featured in a Shared With You section in their corresponding app, like Safari, Photos, News, Music, Podcasts, and TV. So it really takes those links and shows them in one spot. When photos are being shared in iMessage, multiple photos can appear as a collage, and when they're in the actual conversation, they appear stacked, where you can swipe through them. You can also choose outfits for your me emoji, which again, I couldn't figure out a way to get this to work. Overall, very welcomed and very needed iMessage and me emoji changes. There's really been a lot of changes to FaceTime, one of which is this new home screen. You can create a link in a new FaceTime, but that's not all. FaceTime also has introduced SharePlay, which allows you to stream movies and TV shows on a FaceTime call and allows you to listen to music together and share your screen. Sharing your screen is a huge one because sometimes I'm trying to show videos and I have to send it because I can't share my screen. When you're actually in the FaceTime call, there's been a total UI overhaul. We can see you can message, change your speaker, turn on and off your microphone, share your screen, and turn on and off your camera, which is all at the top now. When you tap on it, you can enable that new grid layout and copy link, silence join requests, add people, or leave the FaceTime. So overall, there's been a huge FaceTime overhaul. There's even new sounds when you click on the buttons. Listen to them here. Other than that, there is, like I said, that grid view. There's also portrait mode, which is basically taken straight from your regular camera app. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. Again, maybe I need a newer iPhone for that. There's voice isolation with different microphone modes. You can schedule and share a FaceTime call via a web link. And here's a big one. You can invite anyone to a FaceTime call, even people on Windows and Android. How this works is you click that share link button and you'll get a facetime.apple.com link. From there, you send that link to whoever you'd like and they'll be able to join the FaceTime on the web, which is honestly a really big thing because now people on Android can join iPhone FaceTimes, which personally, even though I have iPhones, this is huge because some people who can't get iPhones can now join FaceTimes. Wallet has also gotten a few new things. You can add ID cards like driver's licenses and state IDs. Your iPhone can also now unlock home, garage, your hotel room, anything that you really have a card for. So you can add hotel room cards and anything like that. So overall, your wallet on your iPhone can hold more things now. Apple has introduced yet another subscription service called iCloud Plus. This is a new service that replaces the storage plans that we have today. iCloud Private Relay is a feature inside of iCloud Plus, and that's basically Apple's own VPN. There's also another feature called Hide My Email. Of course, it generates unique and random email addresses that forward mail to your inbox, so when you're signing up for like a sketchy website, you don't have to share your real email address. You can easily delete these email addresses so you don't get emails from them anymore. This is kind of like privacy.com except for email, and that's actually a really good feature. Of course, with Apple, we have more privacy. There's an app privacy report which you can see how apps are using permissions and what domains they contact and what time they contacted those domains. Mail privacy protection hides your IP address so senders can't link it to your online activity. Audio from Siri also never leaves your device. It's always processed on your device and it never gets sent to servers anywhere else. So that's nice to know so your voice doesn't leave the actual iPhone. Some smaller changes include a new user interface for the weather app along with maps for rain, air quality, and temperature maps. There's new productivity updates in the Notes app. There's system-wide translation for the Translate app. There's new widgets for Find My, Game Center, App Store Today, Sleep, Mail, and People. Find My can now locate your devices even if they're powered off or erased, which I would love to know more about. And Siri can now share your items on screen. Of course, Siri has gotten a lot smarter. And so, that is everything that was introduced with Apple's iOS 15 developer beta. This is of course the first release of iOS 15 that we know of, and so there's obviously going to be a lot of bugs and a lot of features that really haven't been polished. So, if you're looking at downloading this, please do it on a spare device and only do it if you know what you're doing. This is a developer beta meant for developers. This is not meant for the public's consumption, and so this can seriously mess up your device if something goes wrong. So be cautious of what you do if you find a profile for this. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe because I do all kinds of different technology videos, and I'll see you all in the next one.